Welcome students. In last period before Diwali holidays, we have seen friend function. Also we have seen some programs based on friend function. And we have seen object as a parameter, object as a return. We have seen the characteristics of friend function. So next article we are today going to see, that is constructor and destructor. Constructor and destructor. Constructor and destructor. So this is today's article, constructor and destructor. Now, what is meant by constructor and destructor? So we have seen that class is a way to bind data and associated functions together. Inside the class, there are two types of members, that is data member and function member. There are two sections, that is private and public. Remember always, what are two types of members? That is data member and function member. What are two types of sections? That is private and public. Always student confuses between two types of members and two types of sections. Two types of section, that is private and public, and these sections are also known as private and public terms, are always known as busy between. So anyway, class consists of data member and function member. So members, function members, data members, these are enclosed in class body. That's why these are called as the members. So class body consists of members. How the class is created? Keyword class, space, class name, say, simple. And this is the class body. Integer x, y, these are the two data members. Now section is not mentioned, so by default section is a private. And the members which are declared under the section private, cannot be accessed from outside the class. They can be accessed from within the class. And here is another section, that is public. So by default members are private. Public is mentioned. This is the section. Here we are going to write a function. While get formal parameter integer a, integer b, and here x is equal to a, y is equal to b. Class finished, terminated by semicolon. Now this is nothing new for us. Several examples of class we have seen. So name of the class is simple. Class body, terminated by semicolon. Data member, integer x. Function member, void get, int a, int b. This is the function name. Function return nothing, that's void. Function return void. And two parameters we have to pass when function get will be called in main. So when get function will be called in main, two integer will be passed. So what that two integer will be, we don't know. That's why formally we have given them a name, a and b. These a and b are given to x and y. Look once again. X and y are private members. X and y are private members. That's why they cannot be accessed from outside the class. They can be accessed from within the class. That's why you see x is accessed by get function. Y is also accessed by get function, whereas get is the member of same class. Why? Because x and y are declared under section private, they are not public. But why the function is declared under the section public? It is necessary, it was compulsory. Why? Because the get function we are going to call in main, and functions which are declared under the section public, they can be accessed from outside the class. That's why generally data members are kept as private and function members are kept as public. because function members are, we have to call in name. Now come again to learn the constructor. What is constructor? Constructor is a special member function. Constructor is a member function, but special member function. Constructor is a special member function. Special member function. Now you can ask the question, what is its speciality? Its speciality is that its name is same as the class name. Its name is same as the class name. So let us convert this get function into constructor simply by giving the name. Simple. Now look. What the name of function previous? It was get. We have changed this name from get to simple. Now this becomes the constructor. Constructor. Why? You can say this is the function. Yes, obviously. This is the function. As get was. Similarly, why simple int a comma int b, this is also a function. But you see the name of function is simple, name of the class is also a simple. So this is called as a constructor. Constructor is a special member function whose name is same as the class name. Whose name is same as the class name. Now you can say that what is its speciality? The name is same as the class name, then it is called as a constructor. What is there in name? Name of the class and name of the function. Old function was why get int a comma int b. This new function why simple int a comma int b. Name of the function is same as the class name. So, since the name of function is same as the class name, it is called as the constructor. Is it its speciality? No. The speciality is that it get executes. It get executes automatically as soon as object is created. Object is created, objects are created. Now one more change we are going to do here. We will change the parent. Instead of that, we will say why. Why that we are going to see. Say x is equal to 2, y is equal to 4. Now, we are studying today constructor. Constructor and destructor, our today's article. What is constructor? Constructor is a special member function whose name is same as the class name. It executes automatically as soon as objects are created. Let us create the object. Why do we? Now, we know that whenever we define a class, it means we create our own data type. And once a class is over, we declare the object. Simple A. So A is the object. A is the object. Now, as per our definition of constructor, constructor is a special member function whose name is same as the class name. It executes automatically. As soon as objects are created, we have defined the class. In our class, there is a constructor. You see constructor. How you can say this is the constructor? Its name is same as the class name. Class name is simple. Function name, member function name is also simple. So it is constructor. So it get executes automatically as soon as object is created. So what about the ordinary member function? Ordinary member functions are necessary to call. So as soon as object is created A, this function is going to execute. And not only object is created A, function will get execute. This constructor get executes. So x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 4. And suppose instead of that there would have been a ordinary member function which was in previous. Instead of that, suppose here instead of constructor there was the gate. Once again gate. So creating the object is only creating the object. But ordinary functions are necessary to call like a dot get and then function will execute. So this is the basic difference between ordinary member function and constructor special member function. So constructor is a special member function whose name is same as the class name and it get executes automatically as soon as objects are created. And now look, this is the ordinary member function, not a constructor, because its name is not same as the class name. That's why ordinary member functions are necessary to call in main with object and dot membership. This is the difference. So take down this. So today we have seen the constructor. Again, the definition is going to extend. Once again, we will see. Now, class, simple, integer, xy, inside the public section, there is a void, simple, void, x is equal to 2, y is equal to 4. We will take one ordinary function. Void put void C out x y class finish terminated by simple. Now again we are studying constructor. What is constructor? Constructor is a special member function whose name is same as the class name. It will execute automatically as soon as objects are created. Here is the class. Two data members are there, x and y. Inside the public there is one constructor because its name is same as the class name. There is one function. Here is one function whose name is same as the class name. Here is another function whose name is not same as the class name. So there are two member functions, but one is constructor, another is ordinary member function, general member function. So constructor is a special member function whose name is same as the class name. Then among these two member function, who is constructor? This first one is constructor. The second one is ordinary member function. And it gets executed automatically. So who will get executed automatically? Whether first function or second? Obviously first will get executed automatically. Simple A. Now as soon as object is created A, not only object will be created but x is equal to 2, y is equal to 4. This is going to happen because this is going to execute automatically. But what about the put? Put will not get executed automatically. You have to call it A dot put. Now look, two functions are there. The job of first function, the responsibility of first function, task of first function to initialize x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 4. This is done by the constructor, and this is to display the value of ordinary member function. So constructor is a special member function whose name is same as the class name. This is the constructor. This is the constructor. This is not a constructor. This is ordinary member function. Who get executed automatically? Constructor will get executed automatically. So as soon as object A is created, constructor is going to execute the x is equal to 2, y is equal to 4. So what we have assigned the task to the constructor function to initialize the data member. Its task is to initialize the data members x and y. We have assigned the task of assigning the values 2 and 4 to x and y. That's why full stop. Its task is to initialize the data member, and initializing the data member also known as initializing the object. Initializing the object of its own class. So you see, two functions are there, but this one is the constructor. This is not a constructor because its name is same as the class name, and it can execute automatically. You see, we have not called a dot simple. We have called a dot put. Why? Because simple, this first function simple is not necessary to call. It can execute. So constructor is a special member function whose name is same as the class name. So this is the constructor. It get execute automatically as soon as objects are created. You see here. As soon as object A is created, it get executed and the values are assigned. But this function is not executed automatically. This is necessary to call. And what its task is to initialize the object of its own class. We have done. You see, we have assigned the task. That's why constructor, whose name is same as the class name, it get executed automatically. Its task is to initialize the data member. Apart from this, we are going to see some more things regarding the constructor. Constructor whose name is same as the class name, it is get executed automatically. Question arises why the constructor is called declared in public, why it is not in private. So lot of things are there that is called as the characteristics of the constructor. Apart from this, destructor also we are going to see. So today I think constructor is over. Once again tomorrow we will revise, and then next we will see the destructor. Thank you.